Damn. Hey, so it just hit record on me. So this is the last video to the series. I'm addressing the dykes. This one we talking about community and allies and how it's important as a dyke not to be moving in this world alone. You know, a lot of situations could be handled simply. Your mental could be handled simply if you just had support. You know, moving in this world alone as a dyke is not a suggestion that I have to anybody. And the first allies that you should have is your family, if you can. You know, try to, what I say is, if like how you want people to have grace with you, try to have grace with your family, especially if your family is very religious. Just try to have grace with them. You know, old habits die hard. So if your family is very religious and there really wasn't a lot of gay people in your family in the past, you know, don't ever dim your light. You know, I'm not telling you to lie to anybody about anything, but just give people grace. Just on people's reactions. Nobody's perfect. I'm sure somebody told you something that you didn't like and you didn't agree with, and you responded in a way that, yeah, excuse me, I'm out here, these damn answers. But yeah, you responded in a way that wasn't really too nice. So, you know, just give people grace. That's what I could say. But yeah, you want your family as allies. You want your parents as allies. You want your siblings as allies. You want your grandparents. You know, just try to, I would say, to gain them as allies, to just try to let them know that there's nothing personal towards them. This is how you feel. You don't want to embarrass anybody. You know what I mean? To bring any shame on the family. But, you know, this is how you feel. This is how you're comfortable. This is what makes you happy. And you want their support. Next set of allies, I think, as lesbians and dykes, that we need are each other. And I know that's a hard one because I already know. I don't know what it is, but it'd be so hard for dykes to get along. Like, it really do. It'd be this tension, this competition, you know. And honestly, we need to cut that shit out. Like, what I personally would say is like, kind of stick with, like, if you're an attractive dyke, Masc lesbian, try to be around attractive, and not just attractive, because everybody attractive, that's beautiful, they probably don't have the same confidence level. So try to be around people with the same confidence level as you, you know, so it won't be any type of tension, any type of jealousy, any type of competition. That's like my main piece of advice. But we need each other. Like, let's stop playing. We are females. We are very social people. We are nurturing people naturally, and we need each other. And you know, birds of a feather flock together. And the reason that they flock together is because you know, it's easier to get along with somebody who is like-minded. You don't have to explain yourself to them. You don't have to defend yourself to them. You don't have to put up with, you know, you don't have to. It's just it's easier. You know, I'm not saying that we cannot be friends with people who are not like us, but to start a strong foundation, I think that you should be around like-minded people. So, dykes, please knock that shit off. Like, we good. There's enough pussy out here for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Thirdly, I want to talk about men as allies, because I know if you have been watching my videos, you have been seeing me talk about, like, the tension between men and dykes, or men and Masc lesbians. But what I will say is that not all men are like that. There are some men who are strong within their masculinity, who are very respectful of the decisions you choose to make in your life when it comes to your sexuality, and they're okay with that. And those are who we need as allies. We need people who respect us without questioning us, without asking us, like, you know, why you ain't Why you ain't messing with niggas? Or, why you don't give me a try? Or how you know that's what you really want if you ain't never tried it? We just need people who we tell who we are and how we feel, and they respect it. And we also need men who stand up and speak up for us in uncomfortable situations. And for an example, that could be, a male trying to targeting you or trying to question you for no reason, just for you being who you are, and a male asking them, like, why you doing that? What's the problem? Like, leave her alone, chill out. Those are the type of people we need. Other allies we need are rebels, because if you know it or not, you could be a Christian lesbian, you can be a Muslim lesbian, you could be just being a lesbian in America, in this world. You are a rebel. You are going against the norms. The society tells us that there should be a man and a woman. Adam was made for Eve. So we need not only gays or lesbians, we need people who live outside of societal norms. Examples of this would be, let me see, comedians. Some comedians who talk about, like, very controversial topics. That could be an ally of ours. Just men who are very secure in their masculinity, and who are not afraid to, just let other men or other people know when they're out of line, when they're practicing misogyny, when they're practicing homophobia. So those type of people, people who are comfortable with living outside of societal norms. That's it. Those will make great allies, because they understand the tension between us and the rest of the world. We don't have to explain anything to them. We don't have to break anything down to them. They understand our plight. And we also need other women. We definitely need other women. There are women in this world who are very homophobic, who think that when a masculine presenting woman is approaching them, we want the booty. And that's not true. We women just like everybody else. We just want friends. So, stop the assumptions. And if you see a female who's, like, trying to kind of assuming that you are just trying to hit on her or whatever, that's probably not going to be an ally. We need women who understand that we're still women. It's because we like women, and just because we are comfortable dressing and presenting in a certain way, that treat us differently. And it's important to vet allies. Vetting allies looks like just seeing a person's energy, seeing where a person is coming from, seeing a person's motives. Why are they around you? Do they really care about you? When you are offline, do they check on you? Do they call you? Do they text you and ask you how you are without asking for something? Yes, these are the type of people that we need in our lives. You have to make sure that just check a person's motives. Make sure that a person is around you because, like, y'all like-minded, because they want to help you, or because maybe they want a little knowledge, but their motives ain't solely selfish. Life is a give and take. So, of course, people are not gonna be around. People are gonna be around for what they can get, but make sure that they have something to offer. So make sure you vet your allies. Make sure you vet somebody that's not always trying to check you, that's not always questioning you. You know what I mean? Just somebody that's cool. They know who you are. They know how you feel, and they respect it. Those are the type of allies we need. And if you're watching this video and you're not a dyke, you're not a Masc lesbian, and you're not homophobic or whatever, and see or witness, you know of a lesbian, a gay man, anybody who might need some help, hey, consider being an ally for them. It's great. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt you to stand up for somebody. And when you see someone, this is to my dykes, this is my last month lesbians. When you see somebody, when you come across someone who is willing to stand up for you, hold them tight. They're the ones. They are the goats. You feel me? Because in this world, it's easy to go with the majority. It's easy to go with the court of what up? Damn, I forgot what it's called. The court of judgment of I forgot what it's called. But it's easy to like fall victim to that. If everybody says it's wrong, then it must be wrong. So yeah, if you're that person who you see somebody being targeted just because of how they live, how they present, I think it's your job to stand up for them. And just for my likes, to my dykes and my Masc lesbians, yes, make sure that you trust the people that you're around. Make sure they trust you. Make sure there's no jealousy. There's no hidden agendas. There's no motives. And I think with this, we'll be good. I think with this, we'll be able to succeed. With this, we'll thrive. So protect yourself, protect your peace, protect your energy, and keep people who you love and you trust around you. Thank you, and have a good day.